Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Welcome to Sara Akash. This is Vijay Lakshmi and he is my friend Pitambar.
I am indeed honored to be a part of Sara Akash, where we witness possibilities galore. The power of one. Just one sky, endless possibilities. One sun, countless benefits.
Just one. See the importance of one. They dominate the creation. Let's explore the possibilities of one man or one woman. What they can do. Can they change the society?
The first question needs to be considered is, does the society need a change?
Yes, because change is the only constant. Everything in this world changes. But what is change?
The process of becoming or making something different is change, or the things in use are replaced by another set of things. This is physical change. A different house to stay, different clothes to put on, different food to eat are all physical changes.
The other change is internal. Change in attitude, change in outlook, change in thinking, and change in posturing.
The changes that occur in nature are also both physical and internal. The internal changes are difficult to predict, like tsunami and other natural disasters.
The question is, how does one person garner so much power and knowledge to change the society?
Let's take an example of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. When India was down and out of the parameters of a developed society, branded as the poorest of the poor in education, in economy, employment, and more importantly, a nation divided with no leader to stand up to an empire where the sun never set, appeared on the Indian horizon a man of principle, unbelievable courage, spotless character, and irreversible convictions.
What did he do? He traveled through the length and breadth of the country in third class general compartment to understand people and to be well versed with the condition of the people.
When he stood up for the farmers of Champaran against the exploitation, the sleeping giant called Bharat rose like the Himalaya from the sea, throwing Britishers into helplessness and chaos. They had no clue how to handle a sea of people.
Gandhi helped them manage the people. He told the judge, I am guilty according to British law, but in my country, India, I am helping my people. I am a free man. This is conviction and clarity. That was the beginning of the end of the British Empire where the sun had to set.
Men, women, young people, and children woke up to the call of freedom. He was just one man.
But he had courage to stand up to the mighty British Empire fearlessly. He had sterling character of impartiality, friend or foe, equal before the eyes of the law.
He delivered justice to the people of Champaran as per his commitment. He proved unequivocally that British law could not be applied in India through non-cooperation movement, salt satyagraha, and quit India movement. A nation with civilizational culture reappeared. A society changed from slavery to freedom.
Courage is not just standing up to the mighty, but also to suffer. Courage to suffer the beatings, tortures, and the dark dungeon, as demonstrated by Nelson Mandela by gracefully accepting imprisonment for 28 years for freedom of his people from apartheid. He established through reconciliation a society of equals. He infused in his people dignity and integrity. Nelson Mandela was just an ordinary man who rose to extraordinary heights to change an unjust society.
The simple but powerful slogan, I have a dream, changed the American society forever. The whites could not but accept that blacks were also human beings. Martin Luther King Jr. was just one man who dreamt and delivered a free, vibrant life to his people.
Abraham Lincoln had boundless courage to stand up to the Civil War, to abolish slavery, and at the same time to keep the country united. His conviction that apartheid was evil and it must be abolished needed courage. But his love of the country flowed in the character of his blood. He defeated Southerners to keep the country one and also abolished the slavery.
Chanakya was just an ordinary teacher. He wanted to save the country from the cruel oppression and corruption of King Dhananand. But when he was insulted, he decided to change the king, to change the society. That is the power of one man.
Ram returned from a strenuous journey of unimaginable suffering and a great victory, only to find his people embroiled in untruth, half truth, and complete falsehood.
He decided to establish Ramrajya, that would symbolize truth, justice, freedom, and happiness. The people talked against him and against Ma Sita. He not only tolerated them, but went one step further to banish Ma Sita to the jungle. His subjects were in awe of him, seeing his sacrifice of luxury of the palace for Ma Sita and his firmness in protecting truth, freedom, and in delivering justice. He was just not one man, but many men in one.
Ram Rajya is not a myth. It's an ideal to be emulated by the entire humankind.
Establishment of Ram Rajya is one of the spectacular kind, but the establishment of ever eluding peace in the society is another hell to heaven journey. Lord Krishna was born to establish peace. Dharma Sansthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. He propounded the theory of proactive resistance to evil. His objective was to remove evil from the society and to save the good and innocent. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskrutam.
This is the highest and the most noble of one man goal of Lord Krishna. He had the courage to face the oppressive King Kamsa, who died falling from high erected stage, the vindictive King Jarasandha, who was defeated 17 times, and finally the blind King Dhritarashtra, who was not only blind physically, he was also blind intellectually and spiritually.
Under such a king, only adharma in form of Duryodhana, Dusasana, and Karna could grow. Lord Krishna was on the side of Pandavas because they were on the side of Dharma. So, in the war between Dharma and Adharma, Lord Krishna championed the cause of Dharma because that was his conviction that evil must be rooted out from the society. He was just one boy who held the mountain Govardhan to save people from the anger of the king of gods, Indra. And he is one man who crossed evil to make peace triumph.
Of recent times, Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, is just one such man who has changed Indian society forever. When he became Prime Minister, people did not have lavatories. The ladies had to bear the shame of open defecation. No water, people had to walk miles for water. No electricity, people had to live in darkness. No home, people had to sleep in the open or dilapidated thatched houses. No roads, people had no way to earn a living.
No industries for jobs, no research for development, but in 10 years, he has put India on the path of the third largest economy in the world. He has enterprising youth working on innovation of railways, ports and airports, highways and expressways, bridges and tunnels, schools and colleges, IIMs and IITs, AIMS and medical colleges, research institutes like DRDO.
Instead of brain drain, we have brain gain. Unprecedented growth in economy, unbelievable infrastructure, organic growth of knowledge society have changed the face of India from a poverty stricken country to a progressive, prosperous, leading superpower of the world.
Election is the backbone of democracy. While democracies of the world struggle to conduct elections, in India we do it in one day peacefully. But the West Bengal election was an exception, where election meant violence, killing, murder, rape, kidnapping, and burning of the houses. Since independence, particularly in last 49 years, during CPM and Mamta's rule, arson, deaths, violence, pre-poll and post-poll violence had rocked the state.
But one man, Gyanesh Kumar, the Chief Election Commissioner of India, changed everything. Not a single death during the election, very little acceptable violence, and 93% voting is unparalleled in the history of Indian democracy. He went through abuses, threats to his family, but he did his duty with love.
Just one man is enough to change the society.
Just one man is enough to give you the freedom.
Just one man is enough to establish peace, remove evil, establish Ram Rajya. One man is enough to bring progress and prosperity.
Just one man is enough to strengthen democracy.
Are you that man or that woman?
Can you usher in a change?
Can you make the world a better place to live in? One man can make impossible possible.
This is it for today.
We'll meet again with another idea on Sahara Akash.
Thank you for being with us. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Namaste.
Namaste.